all right, Kano, I was running point guard in this game, so you're going to come set me a screen, and you're going to relocate again, but the defense reads it this time. So I'm going to pop back out, and you're going to kick out for a wide open three. Always moving without the ball. It's almost as important as when you have the ball.
It is 100%. As you see it right here, you're about to get open. I set this screen, and right after this, look, he comes up very hard. I have an option to actually shoot that. But I know if I get to the rim, they have to make an option to stop me, and you're wide open because they sunk into the paint.
And again, the defense is always shifting here because of the corner threat and you relocating to the top. And, you know, I could have even taken this shot. Like, maybe I made the mistake not dunking that, but sometimes.
K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
On tap tonight, NBA playoff action continues. It's Game 2 of the Western Conference semifinals. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, with Allie LaForce reporting courtside. A look at the opening lineup for the Houston Rockets. You'll see Durant and Smith playing up at forward. Shepherd out there with Derek White. And it's Smith in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for the Thunder, Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. He's paired with Williams. Toumani Camara is out there with Chet Holmgren. And it's Mitchell in at the point guard. Tip-off goes to Houston. Here's Shepherd, covered by Mitchell. 11 feet away, and it's Shepherd missing.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
For 3, Mitchell. Good for the basket, starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early, nice triple.
Gilgeous-Alexander against White. Pass to Shepherd. And the layup's good off the glass.
Showing how tough he is. Shepherd doesn't get rattled by the physicality.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
A bit ago, Mark Daigneault and I were able to chat. Coach and I talked about what it's like competing against Kevin Durant, and he said his attention to detail, his dedication to the craft, it's second to none. You have to have your A game because nobody loves ball more than Kevin Durant. It brings out the best of you as an opponent, too. It's no secret KD is obsessed with basketball. Kevin, back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you so much for that.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
He gets it in there.
Strong mechanics and a high release. Shepherd just needs to catch it when he's on. Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark.
Hey, guys, I know there are a lot of questions right now defensively for this team. There's no doubt about that.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
You really like the intensity and focus Shepherd brings to both ends of the floor.
The drive by Mitchell. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Hey, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one. And the shot goes in. Shepard's got 8 points.
The feet are what made that play happen inside for Shepard.
And Mitchell launches it from deep. The Thunder get it back, a new 14. From deep, three-point territory. Rebound by Smith.
A shot like that is a polite way to say, hey, coach, bench me.
Hey, that's crazy there. I mean, insanity. At least wait until you get across half court. My goodness.
And it's Houston with another.
Boy, great touch on the jumper by Smith.
Mitchell with it. Now Smith defending. 11 feet away. And there's another one for the Thunder.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Here's Shepard. Covered by Mitchell. Yep, that one goes in there. That's 10 points for Reed Shepard.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Outside Durant from deep. Rebounded by Kamare. The Thunder leading by 3. Here's Mitchell. That's good again. His 7th basket. 7 for 10 from the floor.
Boy, he's been a monster this quarter. Carrying the load for sure.
And so White will bring it up for the Houston Rockets. Shepard, that's good. Oklahoma City's gone 3 of 5 from three-point land so far in the ballgame. And here's Mitchell from the arc. That's in for his 8th bucket tonight. A hot 8 for 11 shooting so far.
We'll come at us, and we'll come right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Nice shot by Smith.
Hey, we know Smith has an excellent outside stroke, but I like to see him attack, getting down low and doing some work inside.
Here's Mitchell. Yep, it counts. Mitchell's got 22 points.
Boy, as he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter, he's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
They get a hand on it. Mitchell with the steal. Fires for 3. Nailed from three-point land. 27 points for him.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
There's the 3. And again, it's Oklahoma City with the 3.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Shepard. Houston gets it back. Nice shot by Smith.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
And Mitchell gets it to go.
Well, his scoring has helped them build and sustain this lead. Now he's trying to close it out.
Here's Shepard. Covered by Mitchell. Smith for 3. Sinks the three-pointer. Smith's got 7 points in the game.
Jabari Smith went top 3 in the draft for his shooting. And boy, is that jumper pretty.
Shot's good by Mitchell.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Well, everything's coming too easily. I mean, at some point defensively, you have to take something away.
And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustles stats for Oklahoma City.
They've really been disruptive on the defensive end, forcing turnovers and turning those turnovers into points at the other end.
And guys, they've also done a great job generating offense from their defense, forcing turnovers and making the defense pay for those mistakes.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. King comes in for Williams. And it's Cason Wallace in for SGA. And Oklahoma City making a change here. Smith is checked in. Now, here's Mitchell. He's got 34.
I like their focus coming in, terrific execution so far.
And you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Thompson with it, covered by Mitchell. Here's Walsh. Back to Thompson, to the wing on the left. Here's Elliott. They can't stop the run with that one. Oklahoma City leading by 15. King, the pass to Mitchell. Lays it up and banks it in. Mitchell's got 39.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
You know, that's how it goes with him. I mean, those hot streaks guys don't last minutes, they last days.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team. What more can he do? I mean, my goodness, it's certainly his night.
Here's Thompson. That one, no good. Excellent defense there from Smith. Here's Mitchell. Rockets with the rebound.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you got to take it back.
Thompson with the bounce, rising up for the jam.
The Thunder leading by 15. The drive by Mitchell. Takes it off the glass. Mitchell's got 43 points.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low. And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And it's Mitchell with the jam.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Here's Red. The Thunder making the shot. Out to the right wing. Lots of room. No good off the back of the rim.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
And because it's still early, I wouldn't read too much into it. There's still a lot of game left.
And off to an incredible start here early from long range.
Lighting it up from outside. Hard to keep up with this.
Yet another bucket.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. Thompson looking for an opening. Down it goes. His third basket. He's now 3 for 4.
3 of 4 to start. Young fella came to play.
Here's Mitchell. Up and in on the layup. Mitchell's got 54 points.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Now, here's Thompson. He has 6. Smith with some nice D.
Excellent job to impact that attempt and prevent the easy deuce.
And Mitchell launches it from deep. The offensive rebound. Here's the 3. Another bucket. Wow! He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
Pass to Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
No defense going to stop that throwdown by Capella right there.
For 3, Mitchell. And again for 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Thompson in the post. Covered by Mitchell. Thompson with the bucket.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
Now, here's Mitchell. Non-stop scoring machine here.
Well, I'm not sure how that one found the bottom of the net, but hey, you take it when it comes.
Pass to Walsh. Here's Thompson. Tries the 3. Rebounded by Kamare. Here's Mitchell driving inside. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
You know what? Very close to a 3-point play right there.
Yeah, he almost got that one down. I mean, those are the kind of aggressive plays coaches love to see.
First trip to the line for him here. And he makes the first. And the Thunder making a change here. So he gets them both. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder with a massive lead of 30 points here at the end of the quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And we'll be back with you shortly. And we welcome you back to 2K Sports coverage of the Western Conference semifinals. For Oklahoma City getting going here in the second. Red passes to Shepard. And that's off the glass and in. Shepard's got 9 points in the quarter.
And when Shepard is on offensively, he is dangerous, capable of being very efficient on the floor.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Hi, guys. Well, the chosen one in their last game against Houston really lit up the floor. He had an unbelievable amount of points, and once again, he was lights out from distance. It was a performance that will stick with the fans for a long time. Let's see what he has in store for us in this one.
Great stuff as always, Allie. Thank you. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
Yeah, you know, every night's different. They may try to double him, might force him to adjust, or force him to make plays with the pass instead. We'll see.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
And here is Red. Knocked away and taken away by Wallace. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. Here are this postseason's dead-eye shooters. These guys have knocked down a ton of shots from downtown. You look at Mitchell, he's absolutely deadly from outside. Wallace hits 2 free throws. Here's Shepard. He's got 24, and the chosen one gets the whistle that time. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
And that's the tough part of trying to keep him on the floor. Now he picks up that 3rd foul.
Here's Shepard.
Not his best work at all. This is a quarter he'd rather forget.
Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Here's Mitchell. And good that time.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
And here's Wallace. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. They're feeling confident after Tuesday's big win.
Yeah, I mean, we saw them do a little bit of everything in that game. Showed a lot of versatility.
And, you know, everything seemed to just kind of flow naturally for them. Felt like they were in a groove from the opening tip.
Here's Mitchell. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Mitchell's got 9 points in the
To miss a shot.
Shepard with the ball. And the rejection by Holmgren. And oh, here we go with Wallace. Nobody back. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Stolen by Mitchell. And there's the drive. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Talk about execution on the offensive end. They're leaving nothing on the table right now.
Yep, they're starting to stretch this lead out. Too much offense to keep pace with.
Here is Elliott. Scoreless thus far. 6 to shoot. Houston needs to get a shot. And the dunk by Capella.
Capella's such a good roller after setting the screen. It's hard to defend him in the screen and roll.
And here's Mitchell from the arc. Traps in the tray. Mitchell's got a pair of triples in the second now for Oklahoma City. There's 1:47 left now here in the second. Here's Shepherd. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
The defense made an impact right there. Definitely got him uncomfortable going up with it.
For three, Mitchell connects again from distance. He's really sniping them from outside.
Locked in, feeling confident in that three-point shot.
Pass to Capella. Puts it up, and Holmgren pulls it down.
Blown opportunity there. He's got to have a short-term memory. Forget about that one.
Shot from the top of the key, and it's good once more. Nice make there for Mitchell.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
Well, I like the way they're playing. A very smart first half. Quality shots, not wasting possession.
And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession. And the Rockets making a change here. Thompson's checked in. This could get even more out of hand if they continue to put up points.
Wow, Kevin, what a performance we are seeing.
The Rockets shooting at 50% in a decent groove. Looking to end the run. Count that one. Thompson's got 10 points.
Nice shot by Thompson. He doesn't have to make a bunch of threes if he can at least knock down the occasional midi.
To the middle. Here's Mitchell. Nails the hook.
You know, you don't get to see the hook shot too often these days. Everybody wants to shoot threes. Nice to see a guy. Go back to the future with the hook.
Thompson against Mitchell. Mitchell with the steal. Plays it in off the breakaway.
And he has his fingerprints all over this first half. He is just shooting it so efficiently.
Connects again. That's 91, an incredible feat.
This is just flat out insane.
And there's another one for the Thunder.
And nice job taking what the defenders gave him. But these guys need a gut check right now.
Well, that's exactly the kind of defense that got them into the hole.
And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Oklahoma City out in front, running away with this one. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball. And glad to have you with us as we get going here in Game 2. What can you say? The chosen one, an impressive effort here today.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
So on the floor for Houston, we'll see Durant and Smith playing up at forward. Derek White is out there with Shepherd. And it's Smith in at the front. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
Yeah, another turnover. But guys, on the whole, I think they've done a great job of running their offense without too many miscues.
Pass to Shepherd. Misses the three.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Count it. Mitchell's got 4 points in the quarter.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
Shepherd, the pass to Smith, and then Smith with the dunk.
Boy, Smith put some real power behind that jam. Well done, young man.
Here's Mitchell. Banked in off the glass.
I really like the start here. Great aggressiveness, red hot to start this half.
And it's Houston's ball. Smith outside. Gets in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
All that time in the weight room for Smith Jr. Starting to pay dividends. Look like it on that finish for sure.
And then Mitchell with the dunk.
Incredible reverse throwdown. Excellent body control.
And guys, I'd even go as far to say that was a punctuation dunk.
Memorable. Keep that one in the career highlight.
And another steal for him.
And he's now tied for third most steals in a playoff game.
Exhausting them with his constant hounding. You're right, the effort level, just amazing.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
The drive by Mitchell. And then Mitchell hit the dunk.
And how much do you love to see a guy with the skill
Nabbing another steal.
again and again? He finds a way to seize possessions away.
He's amazing. And now he's tied for second all-time GA in steals for a postseason game.
Oh, how about the slam there from Gilgeous-Alexander? He loves getting that type of positioning down low.
Offensively, he's carrying his weight, doing his part. Maybe they should get the ball to him a little bit more.
Near the three-point line, it's Mitchell. And there's another one for the Thunder.
And he just keeps on going. He's got more.
He swipes the ball away again.
And his unbelievable run of steals continues. Now tied for the most ever in a playoff game.
And you can't call it carelessness by the offense at this point. His activity level has forced the issue. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. And it's Smith that time on the assist by Smith. Smith's got 3 assists in the game.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
Rockets have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second half. Tremendous efficiency. Driving in, and the rejection by Holmgren.
And that is why Holmgren went second in the draft. He can dominate the paint.
If you don't box him out, he's going to make you pay.
And Mitchell puts up a deep 3. And it's Derek White with the rebound.
And so much for repeating the three-point barrage he put on in the first half. Nothing here in the second.
And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. And count it. Three-pointer good on the shot for Mitchell. Mitchell's got 17 points here in the second half. Now Shepard. He's got 26. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
First personal foul.
Here's a look at the 2K leaderboard with the list of the best shooters during the postseason. You look at Mitchell, leading the league in field goal percentage. He always gets good looks. And that one misses. Smith checked in for Oklahoma City. So neither attempt will fall that time for him. Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Mitchell. Shoots over KD. And there's another one for the Thunder.
Well, they count on big-time production from him at the offensive end.
Gilgeous-Alexander against White. Houston moving it around. No one near Shepard as he lets it go. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Lethal from deep. Shepard will hurt you from there.
Near the three-point line, it's Mitchell. Good, he hits the jump shot.
And no doubt about it, in order for them to be successful, he has got to be a catalyst when it comes to scoring.
For Houston, they've gone. Shepard lays it up off the glass.
Have to show more fight on the interior. They got to offer more resistance here.
Feeling it. No doubt about it. He's definitely feeling it right now. Shooting a terrific percentage from the field.
You know, you look at Durant, I don't think he gets enough credit for his passing. He's excellent at getting the rock to his guys.
And good, he hits it again.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. Pass to Smith. To the paint. And it's Shepherd missing.
I thought he had that one. I think he did too.
And then Mitchell at the dunk.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Now Smith. To the inside, Shepherd. Rebound by Mitchell. Another one goes. Incredible. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the...
And another steal for him.
And he's answered the moment with one of the all-time great defensive performances I've ever witnessed.
I agree. On the attack, he has now set a new single game.
And the crowd giving it up for his incredible play, highlighted by the takeaways.
And you're right, Greg, answering the call here in the playoffs. He has been spectacular.
And, you know, his activity has been outstanding. Just appears to be one step ahead of the opposition. Excellent anticipation, taking risk, and it's paying off.
And Houston calls their first time out of the game.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
Thunder with some changes. Kings check in for Toumani Camara. Wallace comes in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And Topic is subbed in for Mitchell. Pass to Red. They need this. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
No clue how he got that one to fall.
And that was not a soft foul he had to get through. I mean, he had to really power that one up and in.
Free throw no good for Red. Henson is out there with Paul. Then it's Mitchell. Then it's King. And it's Knight in at the two spot. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City.
Man, that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Guys, when you're this hot, it's elementary. Let it fly. Keep staying at it.
Pass to Shepherd. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Off target with his three. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Thunder. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on Thompson.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
First free throw is good. And the Rockets making a change here. And Mitchell drops them both. And for Houston, they're shooting 51% from the field. They'll take that. Here's Martin, and he banks in the layup. Martin's got his first points in this one.
That's really a great move if you can pull it off, especially against tight defense.
Again, what an avalanche!
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. And it's in there. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Oklahoma City.
They have been a wrecking ball defensively, coming up with steals, being active with their hands, and just doing a terrific job of disrupting the rhythm.
You know, we've got to talk about how they've continued to force turnovers and turn those turnovers into points. They came out aggressive, and they've not let up.
Right wing. This one for three. A three-pointer is right on target. Martin's got 5 points now this quarter.
He was licking his chops there. Got a good look.
And here's Mitchell from the arc. Hands it from downtown.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there. Well, one more, and that's it. He'll be DQ'd, disqualified. He's got to be able to defend without picking up that last disqualifying foul.
Here's Connor. Shot clock at 6. Martin from outside drills the three-pointer.
Wow, something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
Yeah, they've had a great second half from long range. I mean, things are definitely starting to look up for him.
What an exhibition he's putting on today. This is about as hot as you can get.
Pass to Mikhailuk. Here's Connor. The Thunder pull it in.
Relatively open from mid-range. You'd like to see that one go down.
Fires the three. And yep, another basket.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal. An offensive onslaught. Martin with the bucket.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over.
Here they come, fans. It's your one and only Thunder Girl. Once again, this is your Thunder Youth Dance Team.
For Oklahoma City, they've gotten it done so far from the field here in the fourth, going 6 for 7.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look. And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
And you know what? That tells the story in a lot of games, guys. And here you go. It's telling the story tonight, too.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end. Nifty move, kicking that ball outside as the defense tries to collapse.
For three, Mitchell, good on the three-point shot.
He's just stretching him out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Yeah, especially with the score being what it is. I mean, you got to tighten it up on D.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Oklahoma City has gotten in the groove from three-point range. They are 4 for 4 since the third quarter ended.
Wow. What can you say?
The Rockets shooting it brilliantly here lately. 60% from the field. Martin's in the post. Covered by Mitchell. And it's Martin missing.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him. I tell you what, I don't know what he did in the locker room, but he needs to do a little bit more of it because he's on fire.
Pass to Mikhailuk. The rejection by Paul. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Paul. Five on the clock. Martin from outside. It's rebounded by Paul. The Thunder shooting the lights out in this one, 77%. And that one's good, Mitchell.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Boy, I like the disposition and attitude since halftime. They're patiently looking for good shots.
And so it looks like the Rockets will retain possession here. Jalen Smith, he's checked in for Hansen.
Jalen Smith.
Pass to Connor. Can they get it? The Thunder pull it in.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the three ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against it. And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
And here's Mitchell from the arc. Connects from three-point range.
And since the break, he's just been money from beyond. When he's this hot, the green light just doesn't seem to get any ring.
Good, that's another bucket.
He has taken over this game.
And now GA tied for the second most points in a playoff game all time. And finished off by Martin.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there. And another one falls.
His offensive excellence continues to be on full display.
Greg, he has now moved into second all-time for scoring in a playoff game. Fires from the line, and it's sent back by Mitchell. And another fast break for Oklahoma City. Thunder running.
Oh, no excuse for a guy of his caliber. You've got to finish that slam. Got to be a little embarrassed by that one.
A three ball. Good, another from three. You can tell he is feeling it.
Kevin, he's on fire.
Martin against Mitchell. And it's Martin missing.
Now, the defense was far from awful. However, he's still got to make these shots, in my opinion.
And it's Mitchell missing. Houston's gotten 8 shots off from three-point land and hit half of it. And Smith with the stuff.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Mitchell. That's good. The assist that time from Knight. Knight's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. And turnovers have been the issue for him.
You can see the coaches have gotten into him a little bit about this. They've got to do a better job of taking care of the ball.
And it's Martin missing. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. And here's Houston. Outside, Martin. Out to the wing. And they call an illegal screen here.
Doing a decent amount of time before his first turnover there. It's really been a good, safe stretch of basketball from him to this point.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Holmgren's checked in, and Mitchell gets it to go.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
You're exactly right. I mean, those come back to bite you every time, just like it's biting them now.
Here's White, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Wow, has he flipped a switch at halftime. Much more effective here in the second half.
For three, Mitchell hits it again. Wow! He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
Here's White, and it's sent back by Mitchell. Three-pointer, and got it! Another basket.
His scoring tonight, just mind-blowing.
And he's nearing first all-time in scoring in a playoff game. Unbelievable. Here's White. He can't get that one to fall. Good D by Holmgren.
2 minutes.
Mitchell way outside.
2 minutes.
Oklahoma City keeps it going. A new shot clock of 14 seconds. Trying to find Knight and gets it to him. Lets it go from deep. And good! There's another.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. Will it go? Here's Capella, and that one is good with the extra effort on the glass.
Well, I tell you what, Clint Capella does a really good job of playing with such energy and effort, particularly on...
And another one!
And that bucket, if you can believe it, sets a new all-time record for points in a playoff game.
Greg, the way he came out tonight, you could feel the level of his focus. He put his team on his back and has delivered an incredible offensive show.
And this crowd taking the opportunity to cheer one of the great individual playoff performances in league history.
You know, an offensive outburst, Greg, that will live on in the minds of everyone here who saw it.
You know, this man's been lights out, and to put it simply, he's putting on a show, and he knows he's got the hot hand.
And now we'll take a moment for our presentation of our player of the game, the Chosen One.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw-dropper. It must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, he was in a zone.
And Greg, to play like he has under the most intense circumstances,
loses composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm. Well, that's going to wrap this one up. Fans are already starting to flood the X's. This is going to go down as a big game to win for the Thunder.
this was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And this is a team right now that is really playing with swagger.
Yeah, and anytime you can go up 2-0, you are in the driver's seat. They are riding pretty high going into Game 3.
And, you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for the Chosen One.
He affected the game so much with the way he was able to come out and get steals and extra possessions for his team.
White drives in. Good D by Mitchell.
Rough start for him for sure. He needs to make a shot just to gain some confidence.
Puts up a three. Drills it from outside.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
Substitution, Smith.
Puts up a deep three. It's good. The assist that. Time from Smith.
Just a humongous fourth quarter for him, especially from long range. Just in a groove now, and that tray has been deadly.
Houston, 113. Thanks for coming out to support your team. Make sure to get home safely, and we'll see you at the next sporting event.
So no problem for Oklahoma. City as they get the win. And this win puts them squarely in the driver's seat in this series. Up now, Greg, 2-zip with all the momentum on their side.
I mean, in fantastic shape right now. If they can capitalize on this victory and win Game 3, you can just about put this series to bed.
You got it. It's time for us to say goodbye. We hope you've enjoyed our second round coverage of the NBA.